You ever have one of those moments where reality just pauses, and everything hits differently? That's exactly what happened when Michael Vick, the electrifying quarterback known for breaking records with his legs and arm, suddenly locked eyes with Allen Iverson and Jadakiss at his 45th birthday celebration. The clip is brief, but the emotions are massive. Picture this, an all-white party, smiles, laughter, friendship. Michael's surrounded by energy, but then, Iverson and Jadakiss walk in. Not celebrities on parade, just Iverson, the face of old-school basketball culture, and Jadakiss, a rapper whose lyrics shaped a generation. Michael freezes. That's the moment. In that instant, time slows. His mouth opens, then closes. A subtle nod, a grin, and you know, yo, that's AI. His heart is racing. Because even legends are fans too. That look? Priceless. Now, who are we talking about here? Michael Vick, the quarterback who rewrote the rules with his dual-threat play, changing the NFL forever. Then there's Allen Iverson, aka The Answer. A cultural icon who brought swagger to the NBA, crossed lines between sports and music, and redefined what authenticity means in professional sports. And Jadakiss, the voice of Queensbridge, whose smooth but gritty verses laid the blueprint for East Coast rap. Think about their shared journey. Iverson and Vick hail from Virginia, growing up blocks apart in Newport News. Both prodigies in separate fields, both shredding expectations. Skip Bayless once said their talent convergence was billions to one, their friendship? Deep-rooted and real, they grew up essentially on the same block, Iverson on 12th Street, Vick 4 blocks away on 16th. That proximity? Rare and unforgettable, and now at 45, Vick stands between two legends who helped ignite his fire. He doesn't sprint forward for a selfie. He doesn't hype it up. He pauses. Breaths in. Because words can't match that moment. Here's why this is more than just celebrities at a party. It's a masterclass in respect. It's nostalgia. A reminder that you can be at the peak of your game, and still feel that rush of awe when facing giants in your field. Vick didn't need to speak. His silence said everything. And let's take a second for Jadakiss, whose music soundtracked so many moments in athletes' lives. Training montages, road trips, life-changing wins. That's cultural currency. Rippling through decades, his presence adds sonic weight to Vick's reaction. So when Iverson walks in, it's like the room gained gravity. A gravitational pull so strong, even a Hall of Famer stops. That's why this clip works. It's sincere. It's pure. No scripting, no PR spin, just real people feeling real moments. And there's a lesson here: success isn't a license to stop starstruck. We create, we build, we win, but there's honor in letting greatness leave you speechless. That brief pause? A nod to shared legacy, to childhood dreams, to all that came before. This moment resurfaced because it hits a universal chord. We've all had those pinch-me moments, when we meet the person who made us believe. And today, we witness the same through Michael Vick's eyes. It wasn't about clout, it was about connection. So here's the real question: who would freeze you like that? Who made you swoon growing up? A coach? A musician? A humanitarian? Let me know in the comments. And if you've ever met someone who inspired you into silent awe, share your moment. That's what this is, a reminder that no matter how far you go, greatness can still take your breath away. And sometimes, the most powerful reaction isn't what comes out of your mouth, it's what shows on your face. Think back to the early 2000s. Vick was dominating headlines with his speed and arm strength. He was a cheat code in real life. Meanwhile, Iverson was crossing up legends in oversized jerseys and cornrows, showing that authenticity wasn't just welcome, it was powerful. And while that was happening, Jadakiss was on every mixtape, every hood stereo, spitting bars with that unmistakable rasp. Different arenas, but the same impact. Culture shapers. That's why this moment works so well. It isn't staged. No sponsor. No lights. Just energy. Real chemistry. And for those of us who grew up watching them, it's a time machine. A reminder of jerseys hanging on bedroom walls, of burned CDs labeled Jada Freestyles, of backyard football games where you tried to run like Vick. And don't miss the emotional nuance here. This wasn't just starstruck fanboy energy. This was a moment of reflection. Of gratitude. That deep pause on Vick's face? That was memory catching up. That was everything he'd been through flashing by, from the playgrounds of Newport News to national NFL stardom, and suddenly, the guys who helped shape that dream were standing in front of him. It's also a message to today's young athletes and artists: don't forget the shoulders you stand on. There's always someone who opened the door before you even knew there was a hallway. Someone whose choices, risks, and style made your lane possible. Vick never forgot that. And this reaction proves it. So let's give credit where it's due. These three, Vick, Iverson, Jadakiss, they're more than icons. They're culture. They're legacy. And when legacy walks into a room, it doesn't need to say a word. It just exists. And that presence? That's the kind that makes even legends stop in their tracks. Too often in today's celebrity world, it's all about being seen, being loud, making noise. But real ones? Real ones don't need to flex. When Allen Iverson walks into a room, he doesn't have to announce anything. His presence speaks. Jadakiss doesn't need to drop a bar, he just is the bar. And Vick? Vick lets his face say what words can't: I'm honored to be in the same space. And that's powerful. Because it reminds us that greatness doesn't come from ego, it comes from energy. The kind of energy that can fill a room without saying a word. The kind that inspires silently. The kind that makes you stop mid-celebration just to soak in what's standing in front of you. In a world full of filters and fabrications, this moment feels different. It feels true. No labels. No microphones. Just three men, three legacies, sharing space. That's what makes it timeless. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of all: your heroes don't have to be perfect, but they do remind you of where you came from. And who you still want to become. So in the end, what looked like a quick clip at a birthday party turned into something bigger, a snapshot of respect, legacy, and the power of unspoken connection. Michael Vick didn't just see Allen Iverson and Jadakiss, he felt them. He saw memories, influence, culture, everything that helped shape the man he is today. And maybe that's why it hit so many of us too. Because deep down, we all carry that one moment, that face, that voice, that idol, that reminds us why we started. And when that moment walks into the room, you pause. You feel. Just like Vick did.